Hello, thank you for being in a new video. This time, let me tell you what I liked most and least about the Galaxy M35. This in case you are considering buying it. So as always, let me tell you not to buy the Galaxy M35 without watching this video. Let's consider its launch price in Mexico, which has been $5,499. On screen, you see the reference price in dollars just to get an idea, but remember that the prices here are not the same as over there. Please remember that I have available the full review, and this will only be a brief summary of what I like the most and least. Let's start with the positive. This cell phone integrates stereo sound. Obviously, it is not the only one in the segment that has stereo sound, but it is not yet something so common. We are going to find in this category several competitors with mono sound, so if we have a much more immersive audio experience here, it also integrates the function of independent application sound, which allows you to send the sound of some applications to the Bluetooth speaker, and while the sound of other applications remains playing on the speaker of the phone. We are also going to find very good pictures. In general, we will find good selfies, good portrait selfies, although it does not keep focus on objects. But even in the rear camera, we will find that it takes good advantage of the 50 megapixel sensor it allows you to. You can take panoramic shots with the ultra-wide camera, take good portrait photography, shoot 4K video with the rear camera, and also with the front camera. The latter specifically gets to stand out a lot in this price range, where it is common for devices to record in full HD both back and front. Even in more expensive devices, it is still not common for the front camera to record in 4K. That's why it becomes so remarkable. We will also find video recording in slow motion at 480 frames per second, although it is in a low resolution, but for the price range can also become remarkable. A small detail that Samsung always puts is the ability to rotate between the front camera and rear camera while you are recording your video. You do not need to stop recording. So it gives you a little more versatility in some scenarios. Even the front camera records well at night. And remember that it also integrates a professional video mode to move manual parameters through software. We will also find many options such as the sidebar with different panels. Bixby is also available. We find effects to apply in video calls. There are also the routines that allow you to automate various things on your phone and other features that you do not normally find on devices from other brands. So the software is very remarkable. They also offer you 4 years of software updates, 5 years of security patches. In this price range is something that no other manufacturer is going to offer you. So Samsung becomes very strong in the software section. In fact, it also offers us good security options. Security like Secure Folder, Samsung Kids, Secure Wi-Fi, Samsung Pass, and many others. We are even going to find a 6,000 mAh battery that really performs like what it says that is. There are other devices that I have tested that have batteries of more than 6,000 mAh supposedly. But at the time of testing, we realized that they perform like a 5,000 mAh battery. This is not the case. Here we do find an autonomy above the average smartphone, so the battery really is very remarkable. Also, this device supports Wi-Fi 6 networks. This is something we usually find in much more expensive devices. And the last positive point is that it has a huge ecosystem, thanks to the fact that it is part of the whole Galaxy family, and Samsung, already has good collaborations also with other companies. So, really, the experience is going to be very good. But now let me tell you what I didn't like. For starters, it does not have Gorilla Glass. This could give us a little less security in case of a fall. But anyway, all phones are a little fragile on the screen, so you have to be careful. The bezels are not large. That makes this device look not very modern. It looks more like an older device, as if it were from several generations ago. In addition, we will not find headphone jack, and in this price range, I think it is still somewhat common to see several competitors with this feature. In addition, you do not include charger in the box. This can become very annoying for many people, especially because of how complicated it can be to find an original charger or a charger that is compatible. In the description, I will leave the link of a charger compatible with power delivery. That is to say that it will give you the best power. With the best compatibility with this device, without being so expensive in case you are interested. Another thing I didn't like is that it doesn't have FM radio. And in the price range, I think that's still something that we could say is commonplace. And lastly, it has 6 gigabytes of RAM, which while not a bad capacity for the price range, considering it is a Galaxy, the experience will not be positive. The Samsung operating system, as I was telling you a moment ago, integrates many additional features and options that consume a lot of RAM memory. So you need at least 8 gigabytes of RAM to have a slightly smoother experience. In this case, you will need to have few applications open at the same time if you want to have a smooth performance. Let me know if you already bought this device and let me know what you think. So far we have reached the end of this video. If you liked it, you can let me know, and I'll see you next time.